Hi yogis, welcome back to your practice. My name is Bianca and I'm going to be guiding you through this hip mobility yoga flow. We're going to get started in our easy seated pose. Finding a comfortable seated position, take your hands to your knees. As you rotate your shoulders up, around, and back, let them loop down away from your ears, lengthening the back of your neck, sitting nice and tall. If you find that this is uncomfortable, you can always sit on a pillow or a block to help elevate your hips and just allow yourself to ease into your body. Starting to take a big breath in through your nose and a big breath out, let it go. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill your belly, fill your chest. And a big breath out, let it go. Relaxing your face, relax your eyes, your jaw, your cheeks. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Relaxing your spine, your hips, your lower back. Relax your toes, your feet. On your next inhalation, start to lift up through your chest, arching your spine, tilt your eye gaze up. Exhale as you round and curl, chin to chest, rounding through your upper back. Inhale to dip your belly, or to lift your belly, lift your chest. Exhale to round and curl. Now as you move through flexion and extension of your spinal column, let the movement originate from your pelvis, from your hips. So as you exhale, start from the hips, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll yourself chin to chest, rounding your upper back. Inhale, start from your hips, rotate it forward. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, lift your chest up. Take it slowly. Start to feel as this opens up your hips, as this opens up your lower back, your entire spine, your shoulders, your back body. Turning it into dancing lions, finding a circular movement with your body. Again, originate it from your pelvis. Feeling your pelvis rotate forward, back, side to side. I invite you to close your eyes and just let the movement be organic, let the movement be fluid. Starting to open up into the sides of your waist, into your neck. Reversing the direction when you're ready. Taking it in the opposite way. Come back to center. Take your feet to touch, your knees nice and wide, finding a diamond figure with your legs. Pulling your big toes away from one another, pressing your pinky toes into your mat as you activate your glutes to pull your knees down. Inhale to grab your ankles, lifting up through your chest. And as you exhale, round and curl, melt over your feet. You can walk your fingers forward, or you can use your elbows to kind of start to work your knees down towards your mat. Using your breath to ease into it. Remember, we're still warming up our body, so give yourself some room, give yourself some space to ease into it with your breath. Go about 80% of the way and then use your breath to go slightly deeper. Inhale, bring it back to center. Take your feet mat width distance. Take your hands behind your body. And just start to drop your knees over to the left. Without moving the feet, just the knees. Drop it over to the right. Over to the left. And over to the right. Taking 2 more on each side, finding internal and external rotation of your hips, as well as a slight twist in our spine, helping to mobilize our lower body. Inhale, bring it back to center. Take your feet hip width distance, your hands behind your back. Dial your fingers to face forward, wrists face back. As you press into your heels, start to lift your hips up. Reverse tabletop. Eye gaze towards the sky or towards the back of your mat. Release. Extend your legs. Lower your hips down. Point and flex through your toes. Circle out your ankles. Find some movement in your lower body. Find some movement in your feet. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Stack your vertebrae, draw your belly in, and as you exhale, melt over your thighs. Try to avoid rounding. So if you feel yourself rounding, locking your knees and trying to work your fingers forward, I want you to lift up through your chest, bend into your knees softly, and then work your way down. You want to think of a long spine. This is going to help you go deeper into your hamstrings. Instead of getting into your back and into your lower back, we want to get more into the hamstrings. So again, rotate your pelvis forward. It originates from your pelvis and then start to work your way down. Having tight hamstrings usually contributes to having a tight lower back and tight hips because it is all attached. Everything in the body is attached. So the more that you recognize that, the more that you realize that everything has an effect on each other, really. Vertebrae by vertebrae, roll yourself up to stand. Or not stand, sit. All right, we're going to take our feet a little wide. Take your hands to frame your right foot or your right leg, pointing through your toes, round through your spine, draw your belly in. Lift your right leg up, hover it, and lower down. You're going to take it 2 more times. Lift it up, lower down. Last one, lift it up, lower down. Great job. Taking it to the opposite side, frame your left foot with your fingers, round through your spine, belly draws in, point through your toes, lift it up, lower down. 2 more. We're helping to strengthen our hip flexor here. Last one. Great job. Take your left shin parallel to the top of your mat, right shin parallel to the side of your mat. So adjust yourself on your mat if you need to a little bit. Knee in line with your ankle for both of your feet. Take your hands behind you for support. If you're feeling a little bit more mobile, take your hands to heart center. Ground down into your feet and just windshield wipe your feet back. Taking it to the front. One more time, back and front. Now again, getting into internal and external rotation of the hip joint. You might notice that one side or one direction is a little stickier than the other. Switch sides. Right leg forward, left leg to the side. Again, ankle in line with your knee. Think of it like a right angle. Again, hands behind you for support. If you're feeling more mobile, hands to heart center. Ground down through your feet and windshield wipe your knees to the back. Switch sides. Bring it front. One more time. Bring it back. And bring it front. Great job, Yogi. We're going to find our way to our tabletop, however you get there, rolling over your knees or swinging your legs out to the side. Ankles directly underneath, knees directly underneath your hips, wrists directly underneath your shoulders. Finding a neutral spine, cat-cows. Inhale to dip your belly, spread through your collarbones, tilt your eye gaze up, maybe tuck your toes to go a bit deeper. Exhale to round and curl. Inhale to dip your belly, spread through your collarbones, tilt your eye gaze up. Exhale, round and curl. Circle it out, dancing lions, finding a rotation with the body. Reverse the direction, similar to what we did when we were seated, but now we're incorporating the whole body, making the circles even bigger, getting into our lower back, getting into our hips, getting into our shoulders. Bring it back to your tabletop. Draw your belly in. As you bend into your knee, lift your right foot up. Circle it out, finding 2 rotations in one direction. And then 2 rotations in the opposite direction. Extending your right leg out. Step it in between your hands at the top of your mat. Runner's lunge. Now we're going to keep our back knee dropped for this. Think of lifting up through your chest, lengthening through your spine. I like to keep my back toes tucked so that way the weight is above the knee rather than on the knee. As you inhale, pull your hips back, half split. Exhale, bend. Inhale, halfway split. Exhale, bend to your knee. We're going to take one more time. Inhale, halfway split. Exhale, bend into your knee. Press into your palms. Step your right leg to meet your left, tabletop. Taking it on the opposite side, left knee lifts, circle it out. 2 rotations on one side. Notice which direction might be a little stickier, might be a bit more challenging. Reverse the direction, taking it in the opposite way. Extending your left leg out. Step it in between your hands at the top of your mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale to lift up through the crown of your head, leaning into your hip flexor. Inhale to pull your hips back. Exhale, bend into your knee. Lean into the hip flexor. 2 more times. Now your hip flexor, if you sit for prolonged periods, will tend to be a little bit tight and shortened because it's always in a contracted position. 1 more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to sit low. Now by opening it up, you're helping to release a lot of tension in your lower back and in your hips. Press into your palms. Step your left foot to meet your right, tabletop. Sit back onto your mat and extend your legs forward. Find your way to the middle of your mat as you roll your way down vertebrae by vertebrae. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Option to stay here or take your right hand in between your legs. Left hand reaches around, interlacing behind your left thigh. Flexing your feet, gently rock side to side. Helping to get into your piriformis muscle, the muscle that's on the outside of your hip, your external rotator. Releasing any tension that you're holding here. Let your head, neck, and shoulders relax down and let your breath be soft. Focusing on making your exhalation longer than your inhalation. Switch sides. Uncrossing your legs, taking your left ankle over your right knee. Option to stay here or thread your left hand in between your thighs. Right hand reaches around. Interlacing behind your thigh, gently start to rock side to side, keeping your feet flexed, pulling your toes back, letting your head, neck, and shoulders relax down. Soften through your face, relax your belly, your chest. Release the grip, uncrossing both knees and bring the thighs into your chest. Happy baby. Grabbing the outer blades, inner arches, big toes, ankles, or back of your thighs, pulling your knees to the outsides of your rib cage. Let your head, neck, and shoulders soften down, and see if you can start to move your tailbone towards your mat, imprinting your whole spine into your mat. Bring your feet to touch, knees wide. Letting this fall onto the earth, finding a diamond figure with your legs. If at any point this becomes uncomfortable, you can always extend your legs or bend your knees and plant your feet down. Maybe bring your hands to your inner thighs, one hand to your belly, one to your chest, beside your body or overhead. Taking a full breath in through your nose, expand into your belly, into your chest, into the sides of your waist, and out of the back of your body. And as you exhale, allow yourself to soften. Relax your jaw, your eyebrows, your forehead. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Letting yourself sit in stillness for a few breaths. Yogis, I'm going to let you exit at your own pace. Taking a full breath in through your nose and sigh it out. Thank you so much for choosing to show up on your mat and trusting me to guide you through your flow. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. From my heart to yours, namaste. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know what it is that you enjoyed and what more you would like to see. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Yogi.